welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my makeup how I used to for dance competitions. And okay, I guess in all honesty it wasn't like terrible, but I don't know. But we're gonna do it today and see what happens. So I got this idea from my new friend Michelle, who won my giveaway on Instagram, and we've been talking and we've clicked pretty well. So we're really good friends now. She's really sweet. She's really good at makeup and she has a channel too, so I will link her Instagram and her YouTube down below so you can go check those out. She did a video of recreating her cheer looks, so I thought maybe I should do my dance look. I don't have looks, I have one look, but it's interesting. So I just want to put out there, just in case any of my old teammates or my dance teacher watches this, I'm not trying to shade my dance teacher in any way. This is just how she wanted us to do our makeup, and she maybe thought it was unique and stuff like that, so I don't want to shade her or anything. She was a great coach, so shout out to you if you are watching this video. So with all of that out of the way, let's get started. So I decided that I'm gonna do like my makeup routine for this when I was kind of more experienced in makeup and knew a little more of the techniques and stuff. I wasn't that good still. I thought I was, but I'm just gonna do that because otherwise this would be totally nasty, because I didn't use a primer or like stuff like that, or even highlight before 2015 maybe. So like 2015-16 I started doing that, was when I was getting more into watching YouTube videos and stuff like that and just playing with makeup. So that's why I'm gonna do that routine so I don't look totally cake face and nasty. So yeah. So I remember one of my competitions was in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is where the Mall of America is, and I remember going to Sephora before one of the competitions, and I remember at this time, everybody was raving about the Professional Primer. This is the same one because I still haven't used all of it yet. Maybe that's kind of gross, but oh well. But I remember everybody was talking about this primer and I'm like, oh my god, this is totally gonna make my face look so sleek, so like you're not gonna see anything. Because that's what I thought primer did, was totally like erased everything on your face, because you know YouTubers have their big lights so everything looks kind of like blurred out, so you don't really know. Like, yes, this does fill in like your actual like big pores, but 15-year-old Elise thought that it covered like everything and all your imperfections were gone. Your face was just total like blank canvas, like perfect. Since we were at the Mall of America, I saw the Professional Primer and I was like, Mom, can I please get this? It's gonna make my face look so pretty. And she did nicely, and so that's what we're gonna use on my face today. But of course I didn't know that you should just put, I'm almost out of this actually. I mean in all honesty, this is probably the amount that I actually used. Ew, so I mean I do need to use all of this up anyways. But okay, so I did know to like rub it in, but I didn't know to like, you know, like actually like do this and get the pores in, so I'm not gonna do that as much as I want to. But it just feels really gross just doing this. Yeah, because I was like, I'm gonna look so smooth and like doll face skin. I don't have all of the products that I used to use. I have a few of them. Yeah, so I won't be using like all the original stuff, but yeah, I'll still be doing the same thing. But I'm pretty sure I used for foundation the Fit Me foundation, and I'm not excited for this because I used my hands. And when I was watching Michelle's video, she used her hands to put on her makeup too, or her foundation, so I was like, wow, I wasn't the only one who did this, because I think all my teammates like used brushes and stuff, but my mom used to put it on with her hands, so I thought like, oh, like it blends everything out, but it didn't. It was so ugly. And I think my mom still uses her hands, but somehow she makes it look so pretty. I need to probably like shake this up. I haven't used it in a long time, but I know that I used if I didn't use this foundation, it was the Sephora brand one. I actually really do like that foundation. I don't have it anymore. It's something I need to repurchase because I actually did enjoy it when I was more skilled and actually knew the proper, I mean, I guess there's not really proper application to makeup, but you know what I mean. Like, I knew my stuff more and stuff like that. But yeah, I will insert a picture of that if I remember of that foundation so you can know what I'm talking about. Okay, I think I literally just like dumped this in my hands. Okay, I don't like this. This is not right. I mean, I guess there's not really a right way of putting on your makeup. You can do it however you want, but like this just doesn't feel right. But this is what I used to do, guys. This is what I used to do. So bad. Okay, I just had to go wash my hands because that was everywhere and that was disgusting. But we're done. It looks gross, but we're gonna go with it. So I didn't do concealer back then because concealer to me back in like 10th grade was just stuff to put on your blemishes, so I didn't do that. I did the end of my junior year and my senior year. Senior year, I pretty much did my makeup kind of like I do now, like I know the proper steps, so didn't really have to worry about that then. But yeah, so I didn't use concealer then, so I just went like this. And then this is the same powder that I would use, the Maybelline Fit Me. Obviously hit pan on this, and I still have a sponge, I guess. I didn't know I still have that. I did use this sponge to like wipe it on my face, which Michelle also did, so made me feel better again. But I did this for a while where I'd put it on like this, but then I did in 10th grade eventually start using a big powder brush, so I'll do both. But yeah, this is disgusting, and I can't believe I went out with all these creases under my eyes and looking real nasty. Like, who let me do that? Who let me go out with this terrible, terrible makeup? I'm pretty sure this is the same brush that I used, or similar. I know I used this for a while. This is the Danielle All Over Face Powder Brush. I think my mom gave me this for Christmas in like a brush set. I think it was from Herberger's, so I don't think you can get them anymore because Herberger's is gone, but rip. So I kind of just like took a crap ton like that, and then I would just like literally like go like this. We're looking so flawless right now. Like, I literally feel like I should wear my makeup like this now. I should go back to those old techniques because it obviously is working for me. Like, my skin looks beautiful. It's not like I have any patchiness around my nose or like under eye circles or anything. So I feel like I should just do this every day. If you didn't catch my sarcasm there, that was very much sarcasm. I would never ever do this again, but you never know. Some people might not know I'm being sarcastic. Like, big shout out to my boyfriend of almost 3.5 years in like 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, we've been together for almost 3.5 years. Like, that's crazy. Anyways, he is a person where he can be very sarcastic about things, but you can't tell sometimes. And so I mean, I guess I could be kind of gullible too, but he can get me to believe some things. But now I pick it up a little more than I used to. You think after 3 years you would like know when he's being sarcastic or not, but still kind of don't. One time he tried to get me to believe at their Christmas party that they were gonna sacrifice a goat. I think it was a goat. It was a goat or a pig, and I freaked out because I thought for sure they were doing that and I was not about it, and he thought that was so funny, but I was like, don't do that to me. But back to the look. In 2015 is when the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette came out, and I remember it was at a dance competition. I was there with my mom, and we went shopping the night before the competition because we were at the hotel. This was in Fargo, North Dakota, and it was absolutely freezing. I remember that. Yeah. But I remember we went to the mall, and I went to Sephora, and I picked up the chocolate bar palette. This is when it was like brand new. This is the original one. I know you might think that's gross that this is like over 4 years old. Yeah, 4 years old, I think. But I'm a person, like, when it comes to powders, like, if it's not like super like chalky or like gross looking, I usually keep on using it. With liquids, on the other hand, stuff like that, foundations, concealers, if they start smelling totally nasty or like gooping up and stuff like that, I will obviously throw those away, but powders is different for me. And if that's weird to you, I'm sorry, but that's kind of what I want to do. And then this is just a palette that's really like sentimental to me. It was my first, I think this is my first Too Faced palette, so yeah, it was pretty sentimental. It's kind of like broken in some way, like it doesn't shut anymore, and this is like falling out, but it's okay, and still smells like chocolates. This is like I said, like one of the original ones, so it doesn't have the names down below like they do now. But guys, I love this palette. I remember I couldn't stop like staring at it, and it was just so pretty, so let's put it on. Before I used that palette though, I want to give this a shout out. This is the original too. I talked about this in my how I did my makeup in high school video, and so this is super old too, but it's another sentimental thing because it was my first Sephora palette, or I guess more high-end, even though the Sephora brand isn't that expensive, but you get what I mean. I would use this orange shade a lot, and so I used this a lot, but I'm gonna use the chocolate bar one because I should probably use it a lot more than I do. I have all of the chocolate bars in that little rack thing right there, so I collect these ones. So I basically didn't do anything like super like crazy. I didn't use a eye primer or anything. I just kind of put it on my eyes, so let's just go with that. I know for sure I did set my eye though. I used that shade right there. I don't know what the names are because obviously they're not on here, and then I'd use this shade, and then I'd put either this shade or this shade all over the lid, so let's do that. Okay, let's do it. And I know I didn't like blend out anything good either, so ugh. I also would use the same brush, and that was before this little color switch thing. This is the Vermona one from Sephora, so I'm doing that now where I'm color switching with it, but I did it before and I would always use like the same fluffy brush. Ew. But not ew, but like dumb, you know? Okay, now I'm gonna go into this darker shade right there and put that over. Like I didn't do anything like, you know, like on the outer corner or anything. I just, you know, kind of piled everything on top of each other because why not? With our eye looks, we basically could do anything like we wanted. It just had to be, you know, like natural looking, so just basic browns and stuff like that. But then we all had to be the same when it came to like the eyeliner and stuff, which we'll get to very soon. But yeah, now I'm gonna take, I don't know which one, I think I'll do this one because this one was my, oh, you can't see. This one was my favorite, so I think I'll do that all over the lid. And I used a brush for that instead of my finger, which I probably should have used my finger just because you get more, at least I think they look prettier when you use your finger because you get more of the pigment that the brush can't pick up. So yeah, I don't know what kind of brush I used to use for this, but I'll do this. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, it's just I didn't blend anything out or anything, so it was kind of gross. I also remember when it came to fake eyelashes, like my mom did my makeup a lot of the time. Like I remember my first competition, like she did like my eye stuff, I think. No, maybe she did. I know she did it one time. Oh, it was for my Christmas shows because I was so scared. My first Christmas show with my competition team, I switched studios in 10th grade, so I was at the same studio for 11 years, and then I switched to a competition studio, or like they weren't all about competition, but they did compete, so I switched over to that studio. So obviously things were different. At my old studio you could do basically whatever like you wanted for your eyes as long as it was just natural and whatever, so that was a good thing about there. But for the studio I switched to, which I loved that studio, I loved the challenges that it gave me and stuff that I didn't get over at my other studio, and I had more performing opportunities, which was the main thing. I just wanted to try a competition, so that's why I switched over there. But I remember for my first Christmas show with my new studio, I needed my mom to put my fake eyelashes on and my eyeliner because I was so scared that I wasn't gonna do it right, and that was a mess because we just kept fighting with each other because I wanted her to do it a specific way, but I guess she didn't do it the right way, and she probably did, but I just didn't think she was doing it the right way. So now on to the best part of this look, which probably was the worst thing about it, because this doesn't look terrible, you know, right now, but yeah, it's the eyeliner. I can't remember what eyeliner I used back then, but I'm pretty sure it was one of the Maybelline liquid ones, but I'm not 100% sure. But today I'm going to use my favorite eyeliner, which is the Makeup Revolution Renaissance Flick eyeliner, and we're just going to do this. But okay, so what we would do, you take your eyeliner, you know, you do it the regular way, then you'd bring it all the way out into a straight line right here, and then you'd go under your eye and do a straight line all the way there, and then you'd take a white eyeshadow, and a white eyeshadow or like a cream eyeshadow, and then you'd put that right in the middle of that humongous line. Okay, so let's take a deep breath and let's do it. I need a tiny mirror for this. Cleopatra who? So yeah, this is what it looked like. They were never even. I could never get a solid black line, which I still can't now. It's all like patchy and stuff, but yeah, so now we're gonna move on and fill in this part with white. I can't remember, I think I had like an Urban Decay eyeshadow, or was it eyeliner? I think it was an eyeliner, and I used that to fill this in first, and then I would put this white shadow in it. So I'm just gonna use my ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade Exit, and I'm just gonna put this in there. And I just remember it was a struggle because I could never get it to stay white or like look white or just be like super like patchy, but I probably thought it looked really good though, to be honest. So after I colored them in with an eyeliner, I would take this Maybelline little duo thing in the shade, I don't know if this has a New York Tuxedo, and I would take this white shade and I'd take like a little like angled brush, and I just like literally like stab this in there, like look how much is on there, and then I'd tap all that in like so, and then with doing that your line would kind of get covered, so you'd have to like redo it, and then I'd usually mess that up really bad. Like it still looks terrible, but guys, I'm not doing any better than I did when I used to have to wear this. So I mean, I haven't had to put this on in 2 years, so maybe that's why I'm struggling a bit, but dang. So now we're gonna do eyelashes, and my first two, maybe it was the first year, I did wear fake lashes, and they were usually elf lashes, or they were these eyelashes from Claire's that had diamonds on them. So I'll see if okay, so with the pictures, I'm gonna insert pictures kind of randomly now, and I don't really have really good ones of the makeup, so if I can find some that you can kind of see it, I'll put it in there, but I don't have like any like close-ups of my face wearing it, and that's probably a good thing, but I think you can see it kind of in some of my on-stage pictures during like my solos, so if I can find some, I will start like inserting them, maybe kind of randomly, so yeah. But like junior, senior year, I have pretty long eyelashes, so I kind of stopped wearing fake eyelashes. I don't know if we were really allowed to do that. I think we were always supposed to wear fake eyelashes, but since I have long enough lashes, I just used a mascara instead because I wasn't about to put on fake eyelashes. I was terrible at putting on fake eyelashes. I always had to have like my mom, like I said, and that was a struggle, put them on, or I needed one of my teammates to help me put them on because it was terrible. But luckily I can do it somewhat better now, but I can't remember what mascara I used. I'm pretty sure it was a a Maybelline one, but I can't remember. But I know I did start to get into the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara at one point in my dance career, so I'm just gonna use my new one that I have here that has rhinestones, and I didn't curl them or anything, which I feel like I should have, but I guess my lashes are long enough where I really didn't have to wear them, so that was good. I didn't want to anyways. All right, eyes are done, looking beautiful. Yeah, so I didn't do my eyebrows like ever in high school. I never did them. I never did them for dance. I kind of just left them. If I did do them, I would kind of put like, I think I used this palette actually. I put a little bit of this shade, which I used in my crease, in it. So maybe I should do that. Maybe I should. I don't know what I did with that brush. Okay. Just do a little bit. Yeah, and it would just look gross if I, like, I know I just kind of like threw some powder in my eyebrows because I didn't know it would be like that. Like, I didn't really like make them try to look good. I just put some color in there because I am blonde, so because you kind of can't see them sometimes. But yeah, that's what I would do with my brows. But my eyebrows weren't this like sleek or like skinny, I guess back then. They were thick boys. Like, I didn't like get them waxed or anything. I do get my eyebrows waxed now just because I do pluck them when I do get stuff down here, like in my crease area and stuff. But I do like to have them waxed to always keep them like maintained, and I know a lot of people give me crap for that because it's like, you could just do it yourself. Like, you just go ham on your eyebrows and just pluck them. But it's like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather pay a professional to do it. But I mean, it's not a big deal, and I love going to the girl who does my eyebrows. So shout out to you, Justine, if you were watching. I love you. You're the best. She's also my hairstylist, so she's the best. Yeah, my eyebrows were disgusting. They were literally caterpillars, so I'm so happy I started waxing them because otherwise they just look nasty. So now on to blush, bronzer, and some highlight, because I did start wearing highlight junior year. So this is the bronzer that I would use. It is the Clinique True Bronze Sun-Kissed Bronzer in 02, and I still do use this bronzer. Does it smell good? No. I didn't know why. I saw the word sun-kissed, so I was like, oh, maybe it smells like the butter bronzer. No. But yeah, there's some shimmer in it, but it doesn't like look terrible. I made it look terrible more than likely, but yeah, it's just your basic bronzer with a little bit of shimmer in it. And I can't remember what blush I would use, but I'm pretty sure it was a Clinique or an Estee Lauder one. So I have this Estee Lauder one. This is Pure Color Envy Sculpting Blush in color 310 Peach Passion, and it looks like this. This is a really pretty blush. I use this one quite a bit, and I really like it. But like I said, I can't remember what kind of blush I used back then. Or did I even use blush? I had to have had used blush, but I just can't remember. On that Mall of America trip in 11th grade, where I went there for a competition where I got this great professional primer, I also got the Smashbox and Casey Holmes Spotlight palette in Pearl, and let me tell you how excited I was for this baby. I love Casey Holmes. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. I have almost every collab that she's done. I have the Physicians Formula one up here. I have her Essence Jelly King palette, the little blush and bronzer duo thing, but I do not have her liquid lipsticks that she did. Was it that were at Sally's Beauty? I can't remember what they're called for the life of me, but yeah. But I'd use this shade. I remember getting this and I was so excited, but I didn't use like a highlighting brush. I used this Real Techniques I don't know what this is, but it's a deluxe, no, not deluxe, expert face brush, and I would take it and I would, you know, swirl it around, and then I would put it on like this. And then I remember being kind of upset because I couldn't really like see it like in the mirror, like at the hotels and stuff, probably because the lighting was like bad, but I was like, I thought this highlighter was supposed to be blinding. This is literally the first highlighter I ever wore. Maybe it was senior year, actually. No, it couldn't have been senior year. Yeah, no? Now I can't remember, guys. But I remember senior year, I didn't really wear makeup that much. It was kind of when I started getting into makeup more. But this is, okay, either junior or senior year. I got this. I can't remember, but yes. But I do remember getting this Urban Decay Naked Illuminated Luminous Shimmer Powder. It's supposed to be like a body powder type of thing. I would use this. This was junior year, I remember that, but I can't remember. I don't think I used it like as highlight, but I will right now. I think I maybe did senior year. I maybe used this like for competition, but now I'm all confused because I don't know when I got that palette. But I will tell you the main reason why I got this in just a bit here. But yeah, now we are finally done with this, and now we're on to lipstick. And for a long time I thought we were supposed to wear red lipstick, but I guess we were supposed to wear this more like kind of burgundy maroon color, so I didn't have the right color lipstick for a while, but I finally have the right one. And this is the Revlon Plummalicious. It's supposed to be like delicious, but Plummalicious, I think. Yeah, I think it's Plummalicious. But it, what did I do to this? Look at it. Ow. What is that? Well, it's obviously like the shape of my lips, but yeah, this is the color we would use. Ooh, this is bringing back memories right here. Is so uneven, but I don't care. But this is where I learned the trick from some of my teammates, that if you don't want to get lipstick on your teeth, you take like your finger and then you go like this, and then your lipstick would come off in there, not on your teeth. So I still use that trick to this day. Now you might be wondering how we wore our hair, but if you saw some of those pictures you maybe saw it, but I cannot do that hair. I always had one of my teammates do it. Shout out to Savannah. She always did it for me because I'm terrible at hair anything, but it would be basically a high pony, and then we had French braids going back into it with this like poof thing, and you'll be able to see it in some of the pictures that I post. But my hair has a mind of its own. The poof would never like stay, or like it would separate right here where my part is, so that was a time. But I was gonna tell you what I used this for, but I have to take my lipstick off, and I'll be right back and you can find out. So my junior year, I did a solo called The Experiment. It was in the open category, which you can kind of put any kind of style of dance in the open category, and it was kind of like a jazz solo. And yeah, it was called The Experiment, and I was in a big hamster ball, and I had this really cute blue like leotard with a tutu on the back. It was really cute. I'll have pictures inserted, but my costume was blue, so my teacher was like, you should try to find like some blue lipstick. So that Sephora trip, we also were looking for a blue lipstick but couldn't find one anywhere. So I went over to the Sephora collection stuff, and I found this eyeshadow, this cream eyeshadow, which is an ombre, some word I can't pronounce, and crayon colorful shadow and liner, and it's a shimmer, and it's also waterproof, and it is in the shade 11 turquoise. And so it's an eye product, but I would put it on my lips because she wanted a blue lipstick and couldn't find one anywhere, so we'd put this on. So this is what my lips would look like for my solo, but then in like the group and like my duet, I would wear this Revlon one. But now back to why I bought this in the first place. When we were asking the Sephora, one of the Sephora employees that was helping us, she's like, well, if you want to add like some shimmer to your lip with that, since it's I can't remember what her explanation was, but she thought I should get this to put on my lips to make them sparklier. So that's the main reason why I got this. But yeah, and so I'd have it like the glitter like all over my mouth. So now my mouth is stained blue, but that's alright. You can see it all over the place. It's just so bad. This lipstick is so gross. But yeah, this is the final look. So thank you guys so much for watching this train wreck. I really appreciate it. Make sure you go follow and subscribe Michelle's Instagram and her YouTube. You won't be disappointed. She's so sweet and has a great personality. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe and all that jazz, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.